Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and this is my son Harrison. I love how babies are just like, I don't know what you are doing right now, and I'm not into it. Hey man, you are Baba. So Harry is 5 months old. And if you've already watched my first channel episode, you would have met him then. So I won't go too far into his backstory. You can just check that out. I'm feeling a little bit sad today because I tried this new eye cream. Because my usual eye cream is not available at the moment due to the COVID-19 stock shortages, etc. Weird how certain products go into shortage, like eye cream with caffeine and vitamin K, basically. So yeah, I tried this eye cream for the last couple of days, and it's actually given me like a reaction. I don't know if you can see, like my eyes are like really puffy and it's got like a rash. And at first I was like, oh, you know, let me just continue using it and see how I go, and it just got worse and worse. So yeah, that makes me a bit sad, but yeah, hopefully I can get my normal eye cream soon, because yeah, this is not cool. And I've left a review as well on Beauty Heaven, just because I'm a reviewer on there, so just so other people know, and I'm not the first person to experience it either. Anyway, so today I just wanted to have a chat about the current climate of the pandemic of COVID-19. It's a really serious situation, and we're all doing our best to sort of, you know, with the social distancing and just trying to follow what instructions we're being given. I think we are being led really well by the government at the moment, so I'm really, really pleased that we have instructions from them, because otherwise I would be feeling extremely lost during all of this as to what I should be doing. So basically I just wanted to talk about, like, a question on a lot of mums' minds at the moment, is, you know, they may have a small baby, they're at home with the baby all the time at the moment with no option to sort of go to shops or to go to maybe playgroup. There's maybe parents have taken their babies out of childcare, maybe they're working from home. So I just wanted to do a very quick soundbite on my approach to this whole situation. So basically, I feel like the most important thing during this time for everyone involved, for or parents and kids, is mental and emotional health, and your mental and emotional health more specifically. So mum and dad need to be in a good place mentally and emotionally to be able to provide the best care for their babies. So I feel like it's easy to sort of, during times like this, feel like we need to suddenly become early childhood educators and start entertaining our children more than we usually would, trying to look, you know, desperately for options of how we can keep them entertained. And I definitely think that that is a thing. I definitely think that kids suffer from boredom and we do need to entertain them. But when it comes to small babies under, like, even just 6 months, that's my realm at the moment, I feel like they're pretty flexible in terms of fitting in with whatever's going on still. So I have a little bit of a different perspective on all of this to what maybe other mothers may. So I just wanted to put my perspective out there, and maybe it's something that you are aligned with. If not, all good. There's different mums, different babies out there. So I just wanted to put in my 2 cents of how I'm dealing with it. Maybe it will resonate. So obviously, even though babies are really flexible with whatever's going on, we still want to make sure that we are giving them the best when it comes to stimulation, education, and play. Of course, we want to make sure that we are doing our part in regards to that. So it's about finding that balance between your your emotional and mental health, and then also giving the best to our babies in regards to their play, their stimulation during this time, continuing that education that we would have been doing anyway. There's nothing different there. So for me, nothing's really changed in regards to that, because I always have stimulating playtime with Harry. But I think my tips in regards to this would be, you can definitely change things up in regards to their toys. So like just introducing maybe a new toy or play center during this time, maybe rotating toys every couple of weeks. giving them sort of a variety of different stimulating toys and experiences in that way. So for example, I'll try and pop a photo in here of Harry's current play centre. It's very much aligned with his desire for increased mobility right now and just his developmental changes right now. So he's got, you know, little pictures that he can focus on with to develop his eyesight, and then he's also got like an area where he can sit and play, lie down and play, and then he's got these foam mats underneath so that he can practice crawling and rolling quite safely. And of course there's lots of colour. That's always important for babies at this stage. Doing what makes you smile, and as I said, feeds your emotional and mental health right now, can also benefit babies. So try to think of it as like, for example, you can do a morning walk every day with your family, including baby. You can take baby on this walk in their pram. If they're old enough to front face, they will be able to benefit from seeing everything around them, nature, connecting with nature. Like I find Harry just loves nature and he immediately calms when he's outdoors. So that's always beneficial. He'll often nod off for a nap in his pram. He's also getting fresh air, as are we. So that is definitely something that you can do guilt-free, that feeds your soul, but also babies, okay? When it comes to working out, that's also something that's for you, but you can incorporate baby. So like, I'll try and pop in a couple of clips here of my husband because he's really good at formulating workouts, and he's been just invaluable when it comes to at-home workouts at the moment. Because I was always sort of like more of a gym goer. I needed to go to that separate space to work out, whereas he's really, really good at just working out wherever he is. So I'll pop in some clips here. He's doing a few exercises using Harry. Harry is just absolutely loving it. He's feeling involved. He's getting physical stimulation. So that's another thing that's beneficial for baby, in a way that you can incorporate them in your own emotional and mental and physical health. Also, in regards to play, follow there are some accounts on Instagram, and I'll put some links in the blurby bit at the bottom of this video. But there are plenty of people out there that are thinking about new ideas every single day of how to play with your kids and things to create. I'm not super creative when it comes to child play. I think I'm pretty boring in regards to that, so I rely on other people whose sole interest is creating these sorts of amazing ideas, and I'll link some of them in. You can follow them and get some really creative ideas of things you can make for baby at home to play with, and even just activities. You may not need a lot of materials, so just have a look through those as well for ideas if you feel the need. Another thing I would say is use this time in lockdown to come up with something new. Like you're not maybe potentially working yet. You might be working very hard at home with baby, but maybe not doing your usual day job. So it's a great opportunity to maybe experiment with what I like to call mumtrepreneurship. That's a mouthful. So maybe becoming a bit of a business mummy. So like, for example, I have my Bubby Gums teething and silicone jewelry for mum and baby. I'm also experimenting with skincare at the moment. I have this channel. So there's so many different things that you can do during this time that are actually focused on baby and focused on being a mummy. You don't have to depart from that to make something happen. So use the time that you have at home to come up with some ideas and maybe make some notes and put a plan in place to create even just one cool thing that you've maybe been thinking about in the back of your mind. And those were just some ideas that I listed off there. The sky's the limit, really. Also, the other thing I wanted to talk about was breast milk lotion. I made a really lovely breast milk lotion for myself and Harry to use, mainly because Harry had a reaction to a mainstream baby product. So he had a rash from the Gaia body oil, which was a real surprise to me because everything in that is really natural. It's specifically for babies, but I think it might have been like maybe the concentration of the lavender oil or something, essential oil, that irritated him. I made this breast milk lotion just as something really nice and natural. Like, what could be more natural than mummy's own milk, right? Obviously you could use goat's milk, other types of milk, but I have breast milk around, so I was like, let's do it. Most beautiful lotion I've ever used. Looks amazing on my skin. So I wake up in the morning with baby skin, quite literally. And it had a beautiful creamy texture. I'll pop a picture in, but it was just a delight to use, and it agreed with Harry as well. Like, you know how they have the creases where their rolls, they get red between the creases, like in their thighs and stuff. I used it there, and my hubby used it there for Harry, and the redness went down almost immediately. So it's really soothing as well. So even just making something like that you can enjoy with baby, you know, a massage with baby, but it's also getting your creative juices flowing, which is another mental health positive moment for mum. So I think during this lockdown, it is an opportunity to be more present, more engaged, more focused on our kids. And I think, you know, so often we're on our phones, we're texting, like all of our babies would be super familiar with our phones in this day and age. Unfortunately, they're reaching for the phones, they're tapping on the phones because the phone is always there. And I am the worst with this, the very, very worst. My husband is always telling me, you know, please put the phone down. We're having quality time. I need to work on this. But if I could think of any tips during this time, it's like use it as a chance to actually go into a little bit of a social lockdown and maybe limit your time on social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, messaging. So for example, in the evenings, I'm putting the phone away. Maybe I need to lock it away. Maybe I need to take it to that next level. But for now, I'm putting it down, and when I am with Harry and playing with Harry, I am super focused on him. There's nothing else, nowhere else that I need to be. Like even right now, I'm talking to you guys, and he's playing here, but I'm not 100% focused. So these are the moments that I sort of tend to feel a little bit guilty for. So I think this is a great opportunity with less distraction to be able to spend more of that one-on-one focus time with our kids. So it's definitely a positive in that way. Just be 100% in the moment with them as much as you possibly can. But anyway, that is my little short chat video on the current COVID-19 situation and caring for a small baby at home, and what maybe some ideas of what you can do with your baby. I know a friend of mine also does things like Kanga training class, and they've got that online. So if you've got a baby-wearing baby who loves being in the carrier all the time, and you are into online versions of workouts, then that's an option that you can do to socialize with people, but also get moving and include baby. If you have any questions or comments, as usual, please speak up. Subscribe to this channel for more awesome videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!